Hey, what is up you guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about my 2020 booktube goals. I'm not going to talk about classics at all in this video. I'm going to do a whole separate video for classics. This video is going to be split into series, booktube favourites, and then just miscellaneous other books. And please, before we start, consider subscribing, giving me a like, all the usual stuff like that. Okay, so the first plan I have for 2020 is I want to read the Percy Jackson series. This is because when I joined booktube, before I joined booktube, I never heard anyone talk about Percy Jackson. I didn't know anyone cared about him. Like, I've never read any books or seen any of the movies. And then I joined booktube, and apparently there's like a fan base for it and people actually care about it. So that made me, kind of intrigued. Because all I know about it is that there's a boy called Percy and his dad is like Neptune or something. I don't know. His dad's like a god. And I just thought it'd be really interesting to read it for the first time, especially as an adult. So something I'm not actually sure about is whether I should film it, just, talking about each book individually as I go along, or wait until the end and do the same as I did for the Chronicles of Narnia video, where I rank them kind of best to worst, because I don't really know if the Percy Jackson books would be good for that kind of style of video. So let me know down below if you have any preference or ideas for that, because I thought it'd be more fun to rank them from worst to best. But I just don't know if that would really be a good idea. So let me know. Second series I want to read is the Twilight series, and that is because 2020 is 10 years since I read the Twilight series. I read them back in 2010 for the most part, 2009 maybe, the end of 2009, but mostly 2010. So I just thought it'd be good to, revisit them after 10 years. Personally, I've always been someone that's not like defended them, but I definitely don't hate them and I think they're kind of fun. So I think it'd be good to, go back 10 years later and see what my opinions are like on that. Then I also want to reread the Hunger Games series, and this is because the new book is coming out next year. I can't remember the title, but it's like a prequel to the Hunger Games. And I have actually reread Catching Fire a couple of times. It's my favourite, but I've never reread Mockingjay, and I don't remember the last time I ever read the actual Hunger Games, the first book. So I thought it'd be fun to, also just go over them before the release of the prequel book. And now I am on to booktube favourites. So these are books that everyone just talks about all the time on here, and I really feel like I'm left out. So I really want to read Ninth House, Cruel Prince, which I know is a series, but I don't want to put it in a series category because I don't know if I'll like it yet. So the first book anyway, Girls of Paper and Fire, because that is my display picture and I haven't even read it. Aurora Rising and Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, and that one's definitely going to be a priority for me because I love Brandon Sanderson and I really want to read more of his books. So that one is definitely one of my top priorities out of all those different books. I'm also really excited for Ninth House and Cruel Prince as well. Girls of Paper and Fire, I don't really know that much about it. And Aurora Rising, I've heard mixed reviews. So those two are kind of not a priority, but Ninth House especially and Skyward are definitely top priorities for the start of 2020. Other books I kind of want to read that I don't think people in here really care about that much, but Severance by Ling Ma has been on my TBR since January 2019, and I honestly don't remember what it's about, but it's been on my TBR for so long and I need to just finally read it. Jurassic Park is one of my favourite movie series, and I really wanted to read the original book for so long, and every time I tried to get it from the library it was taken, so I really just need to get that read. Elantris, also by Brandon Sanderson, is another priority because I really like his writing. Coraline, I completely honestly forgot this was a book until October this year, around Halloween. So many people started reading it and I love the movie, so I really want to read the book. American Gods, also by Neil Gaiman, is another book that I actually own because my dad has it. So, and he tried to give it to me back in March. He was like, "Oh, please read this." I was like, "Yeah," and I never did. So I actually really want to read that in 2020. And finally, Doctor Sleep by Stephen King, because I love The Shining and I really want to see the Doctor Sleep movie, but I think I'd rather read the book first. I might see the movie first. I don't know. I'll see what happens. And that is my TBR so far for 2020. There is a few other books. Like for the booktube favourites part, I thought about putting Scythe in, but I'm honestly not even that interested in it. And then I also have like a lot of classics that I really want to read in 2020. I'm going to do a whole separate video for them. In terms of other videos, other than just, like the talking about the actual books, I'm not sure, honestly. I want to do more, so I've done like 6 classic books for beginners. I really want to do like, top 5 like hardest classics I've read and stuff like that. But again, I'm going more into depth on them on my classics video because I want to keep them kind of separate, because I know a lot of people on here don't really care about classics, whereas I do, and a lot of people do, but it's definitely 2 different audiences a lot of the time. So I'm going to do it in a whole other video for that, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, that's pretty much my plan for 2020 so far. In terms of when I'm going to do things, I think the Hunger Games prequel comes out in May, so obviously I really want to read them probably March. And Percy Jackson, I kind of want to get to soon because I'm kind of excited for it. And then Twilight, I don't really know, but definitely soon as well, because I know I'll get through them, all 3 of those series, pretty fast. Especially the Hunger Games. When I originally read them, I read them in like, I don't know, 2 days each, if even that. So yeah, that's my plans for 2020. Please let me know yours down below, and if you're going to read any of these books as well, let me know. Maybe we could buddy read. I have never buddy read a book, so maybe 2020 I should do that. We'll see. Buddy reading kind of scares me because I'm so like flip-floppy when I'm reading. Okay, so please like, subscribe, the usual stuff, comment, and I will see you later. Bye.